But when the cooler weather rolls in, there's nothing like curling up on the couch with a bowl of hot soup. And today we're learning to make a delicious fall dish, bacon butternut squash soup.
And joining us this afternoon is Chef Caputo, who's the owner of ESPUMA restaurant. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks
also, he's the chairman of the upcoming event, Celebrity Chef's Beach Brunch. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. First, I got to eat something. What are we making?
We're going to make a bacon butternut squash soup. The bacon is from Tappahannock Creek Farms in Georgetown. We were talking earlier, the smell of the bacon is so great, but it doesn't necessarily smell like the bacon that you have at your house. It's just a different product. It comes from a specific breed of pork. It's called a large black hog.
Okay.
All right.
And
what else is in it?
It's amazing bacon. So
What
We
else
got
do we
bacon
have
in. What
it?
else?
well, we have bacon, onions, a little hot chili pepper, some butternut squash. We're going to put it all together. What we've been doing is rendering out the bacon, so we're trying to make the bacon nice and crisp.
Right.
Okay.
And we're
That's the way
going
I
to
like it.
utilize the fat as well.
Okay.
So instead of using olive oil, butter, or something like that, we're going to use the bacon fat to cook the rest of the recipe.
Oh, yeah. That's what I like.
You know, fat is flavor, so
Okay.
we've got the bacon out, and we're going to add some sliced onions.
Going in for the onions?
Yep.
Onions coming in.
Put the onions in.
Got the
And
onions?
basically, we're going to sweat this stuff down. Sweating means to cook it without color. So we don't want to caramelize the onions. The butternut squash is really sweet, and we don't want to over sweeten the
Right.
soup.
Gotcha.
Okay.
What else?
So we got some celery, some
Celery.
hot chili peppers.
All of them?
Yep, all of them.
Liking that.
And this will give us a nice balance between the sweetness of the butternut squash, the richness of the bacon. So we have a little bit of salt. We always season everything with salt.
Just see,
Yep.
I'm not dumping the whole thing in?
No.
You're the one who taught me how to do that.
Season everything with salt. Everything.
Everything.
Okay, so while he's doing that, can I
We're
be
going
doing
to
something over
scoop
here
this butternut squash right into the pot.
right now?
Yep.
Or-
So we're going
okay.
to take the spoon and just scoop it right out. It should be really tender.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
And the big chunks here.
Exactly.
Some.
So we sweat all this stuff out. The butternut squash we've roasted at 400 degrees for about an hour.
Right.
Just seasoned with a little bit of butter and salt. And that it brings out the natural sweetness in the squash.
Well,
So
I know one thing,
also-
it smells good.
In order to have a balanced dish, you want to balance these flavors like we talked about, the heat from the peppers,
Right.
the richness of the bacon.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of white vinegar.
Uh-huh.
We're going to add that, and that'll give a nice contrast.
Okay.
Then we also have some wine right here.
Got some wine? All going
I know
in?
that's your favorite part.
This used to be full. No.
Right in, yeah, exactly. So we add some wine, and typically we would allow that to reduce for about 15 minutes, and that's just a reduction in the liquid.
Okay.
And then we'll add some fresh homemade chicken stock.
Go ahead and go.
Yep.
All right. Chicken stock in. And
Chicken
like you said,
stock in.
this would generally be after 15 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we have some chicken stock. We'd let that simmer for another 20 minutes, re-season it, and then we have a little bit of fresh thyme that we're going to add, and just let it cook.
Let it cook.
Yep.
That's the hard part.
That's the
Sitting
hard
and
part.
waiting.
For it.
Exactly. So after it cooked for about 30 minutes or so, we would put it in the blender, puree it till it's really smooth, and then we will pour it in the bowl. We have our reserved bacon, and we'll use that to garnish it, as well as a little bit more fresh thyme.
Nice.
Well, while you're putting that in
yeah,
the bowl
dishes
for us to taste, I'll let you know there are several ways you can get the shopping list and instructions on how to make this recipe. You can send a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland, 21801. You can also go to WBOC.com and click on our picture at the top of the page, or give us a call, 443-880-9116. And I got my spoon.
Now you guys are gonna
You've got your
sample.
spoon. And we are ready to
Ready for it?
sample.
It's steamy.
Been waiting for this
I like it
all
when
hour.
it's steamy.
And this is something that you would typically be able to have at the Celebrity Chef Beach Brunch for Meals on Wheels.
I got to tell you, I would really enjoy just taking my time with this.
Yeah.
I mean,
that
this is not something you
delicious.
scoop down quick.
Screams
That is
fall, right?
It does.
Yep.
It really,
The
really
weather's
does.
cooling off. It's a good autumn dish. So.
Yeah. All right, well, it's tasty dishes like this you'll find at the upcoming Celebrity Chef's Beach Brunch. Up next, Chef Jay will give us a preview of what to expect this year and how you can get a full belly while helping a great cause at the same time.
And a little later on, we are getting previews of a couple of the most anticipated new fall shows this season. Delmarva Life will be back in just a moment.